Today on People Now, Mark Burnett and Roma Downey's 20-year-old son has been hospitalized. We'll tell you what's happening.
This is our 45th anniversary, and I get to talk.
She's finally coming out of her shell. Quiet, everybody.
Roseanne star Lisa Goranson tells us what to expect on the rebooted series and how Roseanne Barr's support of President Trump plays into the show.
Kendra Wilkinson and Hank Baskett taking time off their wedding rings. What does this mean for the famous couple and their two kids?
We'll tell you how Gwen Stefani is enjoying spring break with her kids in Oklahoma.
Suits is back. What can we expect when Meghan Markle's final episodes begin airing this week?
And Christina Aguilera's Make Under photos take Twitter by storm. What prompted Christina's minimalist magazine spread?
Is that her? Mm-hmm. Find out today on People Now. Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. Guys, today is a day that is sure to take the edge off.
Yeah, it is International Whiskey
Day, everybody.
Who doesn't love some smooth whiskey? I know you like whiskey.
And let me just say this crew, it takes a lot sometimes to get them to cheer, but International Whiskey Day, they're coming out of their seats.
So
there you
one
go.
of our favorite holidays of the year, we're asking you, what is your favorite cocktail or mocktail? Let us know at People with the hashtag PeopleNow.
First, here's what you need to know and what is trending for today. Mark Burnett and Roma Downey's son is on the mend following his hospitalization. Last week, the Touched by an Angel actress shared a series of Instagram photos that revealed her 20-year-old stepson, Cameron Burnett, had been hospitalized. Cameron is Mark's son from the reality TV producer's previous marriage to Diane J. Burnett, with whom he also shares son James. In an exclusive statement to People provided by a Burnett family spokesperson, the couple said Monday, quote, "Our family is so thankful for all the prayers over the last few days. We are relieved to have Cameron back home with us, and we are so incredibly grateful for the amazing care that he received at UCLA." Cameron's recent hospitalization comes 4 years after he underwent brain tumor surgery in 2014. At the time, Pastor Rick Warren tweeted and asked people to pray for the then teenager following complications from the operation. This past Friday, Downey first asked for prayer for her stepson's health, writing on Instagram, "Dear friends, I need your prayers, please, for someone I love who is ill tonight." Of course, we are very happy that Cameron is on the mend now. People confirms that a Waterpark operator and an executive have been indicted on charges of involuntary manslaughter in connection with the 2016 death of a 10-year-old boy at Schlitterbahn Waterpark in Kansas City. The indictment alleges that the water park, as well as the former director of operations, Tyler Austin Miles, rushed into operation of the 17-story verruched water slide when they knew the ride was dangerous and would go airborne more often than the other rafts. According to the indictment obtained by People, the ride was allegedly built in 2012 in a spur-of-the-moment bid to impress the producers of a Travel Channel show. Caleb Schwab, the son of Kansas lawmaker Scott Schwab, was decapitated on August 7th, 2016, when the raft that he was on went airborne and collided with the overhead netting attached to the water slide. Winter D. Prosapio, a spokesperson for Schlitterbahn, said the company was, quote, "shocked by the allegations against Miles and the Kansas City park," saying in part, "The allegation that we operated and failed to maintain a ride that could foreseeably cause such a tragic accident is beyond the pale of speculation. Many of us and our children and grandchildren have ridden the ride with complete confidence as to its safety." Tyler Miles' attorney, Tom and Tricia Bath, said that law enforcement's assertion that Schwab's death was foreseeable to Tyler Mills was not true, saying, quote, "Not only had Tyler ridden the slide numerous times, but as the state is aware, he had scheduled his wife to ride it on the day of the accident. These are not the actions of someone who believed the ride to be dangerous." Miles was indicted on 2 counts of interference with law enforcement. He pleaded not guilty Friday and turned himself into the Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office. A trial has been scheduled for September the 10th. You can stay on people.com for more details. Guys, Kendra Wilkinson Baskett and husband Hank have been seen without one very important accessory, their wedding rings. The couple, who sources say have been having issues, are not ones to leave the house without their diamond bands, but one insider explains that the rings have been gone for a while now, adding, quote, "I would think divorce might be in their future. I wouldn't say it's happening yet, but it's not good." The pair, who share 2 children together, were recently spotted at their son's soccer game without their rings. More recently on Sunday, Kendra shared emotional photos on her Instagram story, writing in part, "Life isn't making any sense to me right now. Sorry, I've been MIA." Well, she followed up with another post asking how much strength does it take to be strong, and adding, she said, "It tries so hard to be good, but is never good enough. Therapy is for the birds." Kendra posted an upbeat mirror selfie on Monday, writing that she's, quote, proud of herself and smiling for the camera there. The reality star posed in front of large letters that spelled out mom and seemed to be in high spirits at the time. Now, earlier this month, a source told People Kendra had been spending a lot of time with her girlfriends, but that Hank was supportive. You can find out more on this on People.com. And Andrea, a celebrity make-under, has people talking today.
Yes, everyone is talking about this. We are kicking off Star Tracks with a celeb who is stripping it all down. Well, stripping down her makeup, that is. Yes, singer Christina Aguilera stripped down for her latest cover shoot with Paper magazine. The 37-year-old went completely makeup-free, showing off her stunning blue eyes and fresh, freckled skin. Aguilera found the barefaced photo energizing, saying in the magazine, quote, I'm at the place, even musically, where it's a liberating feeling to be able to strip it all back and appreciate who you are and your raw beauty. I think she looks amazing there. But we do know Christina is a certified glamazon. You rarely catch her on the red carpet without carved out cheeks, a smoky eye. We all know she loves to rock a red lip. So does the makeup-free face mark a new chapter in Christina's life? Not quite. Her cover story titled Transformation still features images of Aguilera donning some over-the-top eyeshadow looks, larger-than-life false lashes, smudged red lips, and more. After all, Christina says, quote, I'm a girl that likes a beat face. Let's not get it twisted. Either way, I think Christina is looking amazing. Well, Brooke Shields is one hot mama. The 52-year-old actress and model showed off her amazing bikini bod in an Instagram post on Monday while soaking up the sun on vacation. Shields looks fit and fabulous in a black and white bikini that shows off her toned arms, stomach, legs, and booty. Shields opened up to Health magazine back in December about her decision to flaunt what she's got in bikinis as a woman over 50, saying she used to wear swimsuits that covered everything, but her 14-year-old daughter Rowan encouraged her to show more skin, even told her, face it, you've got a great butt, and she does. Looks like Shields took her daughter's advice. She's clearly living her best life, taking dips in crystal clear waters and lounging by the pool. And if anyone is trying to get in touch with her, don't even bother. She declared herself off limits in one of her photos with the caption, out of office and into vacation mode. Yes, live that life, Brooke. Speaking of living, singer Gwen Stefani is taking a quick vacation from her busy life in California and spending spring break with her kids in boyfriend Blake Shelton's home state of Oklahoma. Gwen switched into much more comfy clothes and shared her time in the heartland on her Instagram stories on Monday. She captured her kids with the extended family swimming and splashing up in a big river. Then she caught her boys dirtying themselves right back up in the mud. Looks like the kids had a good old time in the great outdoors. I would love to be there right now. Meanwhile, it seems like Blake made sure to have some big boy fun of his own. The country singer apparently got dressed in all camo and hopped right into a go-kart for a spin through the woods. Glad that Gwen and Blake could get away for some good, clean fun with the fam. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Teyana Taylor is revealing what it was really like working with Kanye West on his now viral music video, Fade. Plus, is Chrissy Teigen spilling the tea on which celeb bit Beyonce's face at a party? Well, she's trying to. We have all the details. Stick around for that. But first, let's check in on our question of the day. Today is International Whiskey Day. We've been asking you what's your favorite cocktail or mocktail.
Yeah, Kathy says straight shots. She is hardcore.
Rory says whiskey sour. Just
nice. I like whiskey on the
little
rock.
punch there.
Yeah.
All right.
People have been talking about this too. Fans of Sean Penn have been tweeting up a storm after the actor made a very memorable appearance on Stephen Colbert on Monday night.
Yeah, the actor smoked not one, but 2 cigarettes during the interview and admitted to Colbert that he took a sedative before.
It's all very confusing. Here's a little bit of what the Twitterverse had to say about it, because people clearly have their opinions.
Yeah, Thea says, Stephen's interview with Sean Penn might be the weirdest thing I've seen in a while. I thought you weren't allowed to smoke on network TV. I
don't know. Is that a rule?
There are rules about that, but maybe not on those types of shows. I don't know.
Sean Penn. I don't know. Folks watching Sean Penn on Colbert.
A little cringeworthy. Looking at Sean Penn on Stephen Colbert got me thinking I will never take Ambien, okay? Guys, keep the comments coming in about that and maybe your favorite cocktails and mocktails as well. We're going to check in with you again soon. But first, we move on to this.
Yeah, so if the name Teyana Taylor sounds familiar, just wait till you see her famous moves in this viral music video.
I'ma rock the boat, work the metal till it hurt a little. Your love is fading.
We're in Atlanta, and you know, when Kanye comes on stage and he's talking about this video he did, I'm like, you know, I know what video we did just, you know, a couple weeks ago, but knowing Kanye, he probably did 30 more that I don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
So you had no idea.
It could have been, yeah, it could be any video. a part of me felt like it could have possibly been it, but another part of me is like, what I'm not gonna do is get overly excited and be like, yeah, you know, my video coming out tonight, you know. And then I get there and then it's just like a whole nother video, you know what I'm saying? So when it said, I feel the fate, and it said Teyana Taylor on there, when I tell you I died, like my phone when I was not prepared, and overnight my life, career, everything changed overnight, literally.
Was it like on purpose that he didn't want to tell you that it was going to premiere?
Like, I don't know what it is that he wanted to do.
He just does his thing.
Right, but he's like one of them kind of people that's just like when you really sit back and think about it, it was like how you could demand a room and not even be there.
Yeah,
like,
I can imagine working with Kanye is quite the experience.
Yeah, that, I mean, really incredible, right?
Yeah, it's got to be kind of surreal to actually work with him.
But the whole thing paid off. Kanye West's Fade music video completely exploded Teyana Taylor's career and pretty much broke the internet in the process, if you
everyone
remember.
could not stop talking about her body, the dancing. But how did husband Iman feel after the video's high-profile release? Now, he makes a pretty steamy appearance right at the end. Apparently was a little camera shy.
He was loving it. The video, when he watched the video, and it's so cute because he was scared when it was time to do the shower scene. He was like, "So all these men's gonna be in here, and I got my butt out." And I was like, well, you know, everybody's professional, you know, and it's a scene, you know, so they're gonna have, some people's gonna have to be in here, but for the most part, everybody will be, you know, gone. Once we got to kissing her, I think he might have forgot the cameras or something. You know, I felt something, you know.
Well, okay.
And I was like, okay, all right.
He's in it.
You know, so yeah, he's in it. And when the video came out, I think he was just more so proud, like, because it went so crazy and my Twitter and my Instagram was going crazy, and he was just like, I'm so proud, like, you're getting your just due. You deserve. I think that night he tried to actually get me pregnant again.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not mistaken. And I was like, babe.
Let me just say without being too picky,
the glow up is about to be real, baby. We got to slow down. Hold on.
Yeah, not terribly surprised about that. Speaking of making babies, Teyana and Iman are both very open about their active sex lives. So how does the busy mama plan to have the birds and the bees talk once her daughter is of age? We got the details.
I was a virgin for a very long time. I was a virgin, I was 22. So, you know, I still want to be prepared for what, you know, whatever it is. If she ever come up to me and say, Mom, I'm ready to have sex, I might pass out secretly. Like,
But like, okay, thank you for telling
right?
me. Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
I'm not going to make her feel like, I don't ever want to be afraid to tell me that's what, you know, she's ready to do. All I can do is give her my advice, not that my advice should be the end-all be-all, but, you know, and just make sure that's what she's really ready for, and that's the step she really want to take, and to make sure it's with a person that loves her unconditionally, and that's what she's ready for. You know, of course, as parents, you would like your kids to go as far as possible. But,
like that, wait.
Right, but I mean, when it's time for that, you can't run them away, and I definitely don't want to run her away.
Well, People Now investigates. All right, who bit Beyoncé? In the latest twist of the after-party saga that rocked Hollywood, Chrissy Teigen claims to have discovered the identity of the alleged Beyoncé biter.
Here we go. The model tweeted Monday that she knows the unnamed actress who Tiffany Haddish claims bit the Lemonade singer in the face at Jay-Z's after-party a few months back.
Yeah, Chrissy writes, I can only think of one person who would do this, but I cannot say. But she is the worst. Okay, Chrissy, you gotta tell us.
Yeah, well,
who is it?
It seemed like the model did some digging since she updated fans later that day saying, quote, update, it is not the person I think is the worst. I'm done.
Yeah, even though fans begged for answers, Chrissy would not give up the goods, adding, I'm never telling, I'm scared, I've said too much, knowledge is a curse.
The only person who might really know what happened is Tiffany Haddish, and probably Beyonce.
Yeah, probably.
Who was actually, Tiffany, though, was at the after party where the supposed incident took place, of course.
Yeah, Tiffany revealed to GQ that Beyonce stormed away and grabbed Jay-Z after the ordeal. A few minutes later, a friend walked up to the girls' trip star, revealing, quote, can you believe this bee just bit Beyonce?
Tiffany goes on to add that the actress was on drugs, saying it was Beyonce who told the funny woman to keep her cool. After Tiffany wanted to, quote, she said, beat somebody's ass.
Beyonce's rep responded to the claim saying, I absolutely cannot comment on any of this as I have no knowledge.
Will we ever know what happened on that cold December night? Will we ever know the identity of the Beyonce biter? We need answers, people, and quick.
Well, it's the season of the reboot, but one series that fans are particularly excited about is the return of the family comedy Roseanne. Now, the original Becky, Lacey Goranson, is back along with the rest of her fam.
I've been on the East Coast for 20 years, and everybody else has, for the most part, been out west. And so they kind of see each other more often, but I really don't get to see them very much, save like a day or two if there's an event. So being back and seeing them every day just kind of, and there's a lot of crew also that came back for this go around. And it just made me realize just how important those relationships are to me.
What are you doing with my pictures?
I'm getting rid of the ones where you guys were fat.
Those are the only ones where we look happy.
I just remembered so much. I mean, part of being around them was just, we would, we would just be together and then there'd be some kind of flood of memories from one of us and then we'd share it and we'd laugh and then, just kind of bizarre inside jokes. And they just kept trickling in and it was a really cool way to just revisit a really special time in our lives.
Who would you say has changed the most since when you first filmed back in the 80s?
I would say that I think Roseanne has changed the most. I mean, she's really, in her own way, really kind of mellowed out.
This is our 45th anniversary, and I get to talk.
She's finally coming out of her shell. Quiet, everybody.
None of us are kind of celebrity type of people. And the experience for us of becoming famous, I don't even like using that word, it makes me feel uncomfortable, but I think that we were overwhelmed by it. None of us really knew what to do. And now that we kind of all have hidden away a little bit, it's funny when we came back together, we were like, oh my gosh, people are gonna recognize us now. Like, what are we gonna do?
They definitely are. And the series promises to stay true to the original show by featuring the everyday American family, warts and all. And Roseanne, much like her TV character, is an avid Trump supporter, while some of her co-stars are not. So how has this played out on set?
Roseanne herself has always been controversial and outspoken. And the rest of the cast is well aware of that. All you have to do is remember the national anthem to remember an aspect of her like that. And that's just who she is. And I think that it's pretty common knowledge that none of the rest of us are Trump supporters or whatever, but I think that there's a respect that we all have for each other. And that's not different with her. She's entitled to speak out in whatever way that she chooses. And we support that. We don't support maybe what she supports, but we support her voicing what she thinks.
How could you do that? That's crossing a line.
Do you want to come in? Mike, what's the matter with you?
I don't know what I want.
Oh my goodness, it is finally here. Season 7 of Suits continues on Wednesday, March 28th. We can't wait to see Meghan Markle's final episodes on the show that shot her to fame. Here with all the latest on Meghan and our favorite royal fam is our royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd-Webber, who knows everything about the royals and the television show Suits. You're fresh off the plane from London. Thank you for making time for us today.
Of course, good morning.
Let's jump into this. Fans of the show are so curious to see how Rachel and Mike's story is going to end. What do we know so far, Imogen?
Okay, we've got 6 more episodes of season 7 to say goodbye. Meghan's last one will air on April the 25th.
Marking the calendar.
Yeah, the season will end with a Jessica Pearson spin-off while saying farewell to Meghan Markle's Rachel and Patrick J. Adams's Mike. Apparently, Mike and Rachel are getting a positive ending. I'm hoping for a wedding.
Fingers crossed. That really only makes sense.
I know. Oh, and season 8 will include Katherine Heigl and Dule Hill. Can't leave Harvey, aka Gabriel Macht, on his own.
No, you can't.
No.
All right, guys, in real life, though, Meghan has left Suits behind and is pretty busy with her future plans, like maybe that little royal wedding to Prince Harry that's coming up in May. But just like Suits, we also want to know everything about that big day. We've heard a lot of predictions about some of the details. Of course, we have our own predictions as well, but someone with a bit of experience is weighing in now. Meghan's favorite jewelry designer. Tell us about this.
Yes, since being introduced to the Canadian jewelry brand Maison Burke's a few years ago, Meghan has bought at least 7 pieces from the high-end jeweler, including the pair of Plaisir de Burke's yellow, gold and opal earrings she wore to announce her engagement to Prince Harry. They sold out immediately, naturally. Eva Hartling, who's vice president of the company, has told People, quote, "I'm sure she will go for something that is true to her style, and I'm sure it is going to be refined and elegant.
No doubt about that.
She added it will probably involve a simple pair of earrings that will bring out her natural beauty. She won't overdo it.
All right, we'll be watching for that. And switching
Absolutely.
gears now to big news out of Meghan's future brother-in-law's office, Prince William. His private secretary is leaving after a decade of service and will be replaced by someone named Simon Case. Why is this such big news?
So Prince William's private secretary, Miguel Head, and anyone who's seen The Crown knows what a big deal that position is, the most senior in his and Princess Kate's household, is leaving in the summer after serving a decade. The private secretary is key in influencing overseas tours, which Prince William is doing more of as the Queen turns 92 next month.
Wow.
Miguel is being replaced by Simon Case, the Director General Northern Ireland and Ireland in the Department for Exiting the EU. Prince William and Princess Kate have been doing a lot of diplomatic visits to Europe recently to smooth over the aftermath of the Brexit vote when Britain decided to leave the European Union. So it makes sense that Prince William would bring an expert in to help at this time.
It does make a lot of sense. The timing is important here. And Prince William's wife, Princess Kate, is also making news this week. She's adding a new patronage to her list. What is it? And can you explain a bit about what it actually means for a royal to be a patron?
Yes, this is a first for the royal family. Princess Kate will be patron of London's Victoria and Albert Museum. She is passionate about the arts. She graduated from St Andrews with a degree in history of art. One of the main responsibilities of the royal family is to shine a spotlight on good causes. This is often done by them taking on patronages of specific charities. And this is fun. Victoria and Albert, the name of the museum, are also two of the frontrunners as the name for baby number 3, due in April.
There we go. Now, come May 19th, can we expect Meghan to follow in Kate's footsteps and become a patron as well?
Well, we already know she's going to be the 4th patron of the Royal Foundation alongside William, Harry and Kate. Meghan's previously worked as a global ambassador for World Vision, advocated for the UN and more, so quite possibly we'll see her work focus on similar areas. Also, part of the reason she's visiting so many places in the UK is to learn more about her new country and areas where she can help in.
All right, we'll be looking for all of that. Imogen, thank you so much as always. Good to see you.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Rosie Perez.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Rosie Perez, and this is one last thing. The last TV show I binge watched was Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders. Gotta watch it. The last girls' night out was at Roman's, this restaurant on DeKalb Avenue in Brooklyn. It was fabulous. We didn't get home till like the wee hours. The last time I was starstruck was when I met Muhammad Ali.